All right, back here on Inside Wrestling Radio with Boomer Payne. And Boomer, before we went to the break, we were talking about your history and your training and your stuff and your time in Pennsylvania. We brought it up to about the time when you made it to South Carolina. Who was the first company you were hooked up with here in South Carolina?
Chief J. Eagle, dog.
And how'd you find the big chief over there in Spartanburg?
How could you miss the chief with those feathers? Actually, he was in Chesney. I was driving down the road, seeing a hand-painted sign, APW.
Yeah.
You know, so I said, man, I just want to check it out, see what it's like down here. And I went to one show, and I was like, good God, are you kidding me? You know.
Yeah.
It was backyard inside a building.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. And so, what did you just make contact with the chief there, or how did you come about the?
I went in and I had talked to Rhonda first and said, and introduced myself and said, hey, I got a tape that I can drop off. And
oh,
said,
really? You're gonna drop a tape off?
And, oh no, you got to talk to Chief himself. And so I went to talk to him, and 5 minutes later he was like, come on next week and bring your bag. I'll put you on the show. So my tryout was just talking to him.
Just
for 5
showing
minutes.
up. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was what amazed me, because I was over there at one point. I think you were there that day, and people were walking in. Some guy I'd never seen, never heard of, and he walks in and he says, "Yeah, I'm a worker. Can I get a spot?" And Jerry said, "Yeah, you can work next match."
Yeah. It just,
and what I don't know. I've never understood that thought process. Not not to mention it's dangerous and it's stupid. You don't know who you're putting in there. You don't know what they could get somebody killed for all you know.
Yeah, and I could never understand. The first show that I ever did for him, he's sitting there and his people were walking in, he's writing the card out.
Yeah.
Okay, he can work. I was, man, there's no organization whatsoever here.
Yeah. And he's got a relatively nice setup over there. I mean, he's got that big back dressing room. He's got the monitors and everything set up. But like I said, if you walk through the door with a bag, and you really even got to have a bag, just say, I want to work or I want to wrestle, he'll put you on the show. And man, that's crazy. But you were involved in the booking over there at one point, weren't you?
I wouldn't say really the booking. I mean, I tried, and, I wanted to scope things out, plan things out a month ahead of time that we knew where you're going, and he just didn't work that way, and it was too conflicting. So I just handled my own stuff, let him do the rest of it, And for the most part, I mean, I had fun there. A lot of people dogged Jerry, but I had fun there and got to do my own thing. And, if I didn't want to work somebody that night, I didn't work them. That's, and very, very seldom in this business do you get to tell the promoter what you're going to do and what you're not going to do.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, there come to be a parting of ways over there between you and a group you were working with over there. What was the impetus of that? What brought that about to where you guys broke off and went over to NCW?
All it was a phone call. There was I guess there was a couple phone calls made. Jason Martin and a couple of the other guys, and they kind of hesitated to ask me because they didn't think that I'd leave APW, and so when I was one of the last ones to really find out, and but we had a couple meetings and said, hey, look, there's a new opportunity in Greenville, and I had done everything I could do at Eagles, I mean, I top heel, so. I was looking at it more from a new challenge, let's see if I still got it and still can make an impact.
Sure.
And I decided I was right on. As soon as they told me, I said, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So what, that first time over at NCW, I understand that was owned by a different person who owns it now, and I'm sure it's run probably differently from then to now, but how was that first show over at NCW and walking into a new spot and pretty much sight unseen and unknown?
Yeah, I mean, it was different. You look around and you could just tell the talent that was in that locker room that first night, and you knew that you had to work hard to keep your spot, and that's what wrestling's all about.
Sure.
You shouldn't breeze through. You should have to work hard to get what you get.
Absolutely, and seeing that level of talent in the dressing room will motivate you to step up your game. And if you don't, then you got to go out the door.
Exactly.
So that is a good thing, and that's a big difference. Who all have you worked with over at NCW, and are you any part of the booking over there now?
I was at one time. The first original owner kind of stepped back, and JC kind of took it over, and he needed help, so I just helped him out, and we booked probably all of last year and kept the doors open. That's all you can hope for.
Sure.
You want to make money, but as long as you keep the doors open, pay the bills, that's and booked a couple really solid shows, a couple great shows, and then a couple dud shows, But, I mean, that's part of booking. You know,
Sure.
you
Nature of the beast.
Yeah, and then the new owner, Norton Lewis, took over, and you know, he's got everything under control. I just I try to, you know, add my little 2 cents in, you know, but he has final say. So
Yeah. So are you pretty much enjoying working over there?
yeah, I love it. I mean, I really shouldn't be working now anyway. I should have gave it up 10 years ago. But,
yeah, and you were saying that during the break that you were having some health issues and stuff like that. How are you working through that?
9 surgeries. I got another surgery scheduled with the hernia, and I also have to have another knee surgery. So, and I'm just trying to work through it as best I can. I do the best that I can out there, and you know, try to make Norton as much money as possible.
Wow, and there's a lot to be said for that. I mean, you know, a guy who's that loyal, really is hard to come by these days. You know, and I'm sure that they're very appreciative of that. We got a couple more minutes here, and in the last few minutes, is there anything you want to talk about that we haven't covered yet, or is there any plugs you want to get out there? Anything, any website stuff?
Definitely. The NCW will present Evil Deeds Part 2. That's October 30th of this year. It's going to be a super show. You make sure that you buy your tickets early for that one, because it will be a sellout, I promise you.
Really? So you got any preliminary card ideas for that one?
I know that the main event is War Games, Team Madden against Team Boomer. And
cool.
Yeah, it's Evil Deeds last year set new attendance records, so this year we plan on doubling that.
Very cool, and that's October 30th, Halloween.
October 30th, night before Halloween.
Night before, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. And what else you got? You got any website presence out there? Anything you want to plug? Get over for the people can check you out?
Actually, my website, boomerpayne.com, should be up and running, the new and improved. I yanked the old site down, and got a new and improved site. Should be up within the next month or two. Also looking to release the autobiography, hopefully by the end of this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we keep our fingers crossed. It's been a 7-year project. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You getting some help with that? Or
yeah, oh, yeah, because I can't write to save my life. But, you know, it's basically I just tell stories. And if anybody that's interested in the business, I mean, it's really interesting, especially about Osgard and the mashed potato incident where, yeah. you have to buy the book to see that one. But
very cool. Yeah, we'll have to check into that. Well, Boomer, it's been a pleasure to have you here, man, and a lot's been said about you. Oh, before you got here, I do want to ask you one quick question. There was a match I guess you guys did last week or week before, and Twitter blew up. I mean, after the match, all the guys were on there talking about it was one of the best matches they've ever seen and one of the greatest things they've seen you do since you've been around here. Tell me about that match. What was so special about that particular match?
I mean, Four Corners of Hell against Mike Madden. Mike Madden's a guy that a lot of people didn't give the proper credit to. The guy's phenomenal inside the ring. I mean, he doesn't look like a wrestler. He doesn't act like, but you get him in the ring, he knows what he's doing. And you know, Four Corners of Hell, we had a couple weapons, table, chairs,
sure.
Leather straps. You know, I gave him everything I had, and he gave it everything he had, and I'm just glad that people enjoyed it. You know.
Yeah, like I said, it was just a lot of talk was out there about it. People were just putting it out there that it was one of the best things they've seen, and I hate I missed that. Are they doing any taping up there? Is there any way to get copies of stuff that goes on at NCW?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, on the website, on my new website, boomerpayne.com, it will be a new feature on there. Will be build your own DVD. You can go on there and select matches. And build your own, you know, you can pick your favorite matches and put it on one DVD, which is
very
really cool.
Very cool. Going into the 21st with the stuff. All right, real quick, we got about a minute left. Tell us your website again, your email address, any Facebook or MySpace or any of that stuff. Get that out there real quick.
Yeah, hopefully in the next month or so it'll be boomerpayne.com, Facebook, /Boomerpayne, I guess, and then Twitter, Boomer Effin' Payne. Ways to get in contact with me.
Very cool. All right, Boomer, again, man, it was great having you in, and we appreciate everything you're doing, and we appreciate you coming down, and continued success, and best of luck with your upcoming surgeries and hospital stuff.
And the match on the water!
That's right, brother. Got to get the match on the water out there. All right, we'll be right back. More Inside Wrestling Radio coming up next.